The original Caecilian tank had weed distributed pretty well throughout the whole tank. This new tank has a much stronger filter, and the filter tends to drive the weed up towards one half of the tank. And so there's an area of the tank which has very dense cover, and the Caecilians generally tend to live there. And then there's a very much clearer part of the tank where everyone can see everyone else. Over the weeks and months, I have tended to deposit their food, worms, in the clearer area or immediately adjacent to the area of dense cover to tempt them out, and generally they've become used to that and they come out and feed. And at one time it was quite rare to see a couple of them, whereas now it's quite customary to see several at once, tying each other in knots half the time. The food, earthworms usually, and the recipients do resemble each other in some respects, and they both wriggle around. And the Caecilians often turn themselves into a pile of spaghetti when they're hunting them. I set the camera running up against the glass to avoid unpleasant reflections from the glass, and it was really pot luck whether I'd catch any Caecilian feeding or not. Well, it was only a matter of time really, but eventually I did. Had to sift through about half an hour of footage to just get a few worthwhile feeding shots, but I got there in the end. There's not a lot of stuff on record about how Caecilians feed, or well, anything much about them at all really, so we're learning as we go here. More updates to follow, hopefully.